All right, so this time I'm starting off the video with the shout out part first, and the reason why I'm doing that is that this is also an announcement video, as you may have already been able to tell, hopefully, I got my new microphone finally, and yeah, if this sounds half as good as the testing recording, and you know, I have no reason to doubt that it won't, and obviously I'll know because I'll have seen this before it goes up, but yeah, no noise. So, yep. So, yeah, just a little heads up though. I have a lot of content recorded back with the old mic, so it's going to take a little while for new videos with this improved mic quality to pop up, but they're gonna be coming. They're definitely not in the works for next week. Probably not the week after that. I'll see what I can do though. The problem is I've been playing a lot of Magic lately, and I do probably, unfortunately, and it sucks that I'm like basically right at the cusp of being trophy leader again. I've even traded places for trophy leader a few times this week, but I really probably have to get to some other things. So I don't. Unfortunately, I'm probably not going to be able to hold on to that trophy lead. I technically already lost it, but I'm probably not going to be able to regain it anytime soon. And that also means that probably, well, we'll see. If I can get in some games, I will try. I will definitely record them with this new mic, and yeah, hopefully that improves the viewing, or I guess rather listening experience quite a bit. This definitely was one of the most requested most requested uh, improvements to the channel, and I mean, so like the patron support is basically what encouraged me to go ahead and do this. I wasn't. I basically I decided not to wait until the patron money like totaled up for the microphone, because I mean like it's going to. I have no reason to doubt that my patrons are all going to jump ship suddenly for some reason. And more importantly, like for me the patron support, it's really more about the confidence and knowing that this is like a channel I can invest in. Um, and yeah, so I mean with that confidence, I just went ahead and got it. So I mean, because obviously, uh, this is going to be for some videos, down the road. But I mean, this is going to be for all videos down the road. But yeah, got the new mic. This shouldn't really impact my Magic content at all. But I currently have a little bit of a stand issue. It's been a little bit tricky to get a stand that that really fits my needs properly and actually fits my microphone, which is another issue. Um, but suffice it to say that at least for Magic, I basically play one-handed anyway. I don't really use the hotkeys. I just use right click and menu functions and all of that stuff. I always play Magic one-handed anyway. So for at least for Magic content, I don't know that I'm really good. I don't know when I'm going to get to in much other gaming content, but for Magic, this should be just fine. I hope you all enjoy the new improved microphone content that will hopefully be coming up in the not too distant future, but probably not this week or next week. I don't know. I don't know what I can say beyond that. Other than that, man, I got some interesting leagues actually recorded just with the poor audio. I mean, if the viewer response is just overwhelmingly just get those previous videos out of my face, even though I got some interesting stuff. I got to tell you, I got like I got another Merfolk League coming up where I tried Mishra's Factory in addition to Mutavault, because I used to do that in Legacy. I thought that might be interesting to show. I've got a few 5-0s, I think, with the Ragavan list recorded with the old microphone. I thought that might be interesting. I think I got 1 or 2 5-0s with the Merfolk list, that I posted on Twitter also. So, well, I don't know. But suffice to say, definitely better audio quality is in the future. So with that out of the way, yeah, with that out of the way, let's get to the shout out. Thank you very much, Frederick LeMay. Thank you very much, Pavilis Tamasauskas. Thank you very much, Alexis, Jeremy Elder, Brett, Michael Patton, Tyler Smith, Jonas Sandiger, SWDJP, Alexi, Scherer Bacow, or Scherer Bacow, Brendan Hopgood, Trent Crofts, and special thanks to new patron Jeff Clark. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, new patron Adam Boyd, new patron Cody Bryam, thank you as well. New patron Alex M. Wilson, thank you as well. So yeah, thank you very much to my old and to my new patrons. It's really because of you all that I went ahead and decided to go ahead and get this microphone. Definitely thanks a lot. And also, if you are, interested in becoming a patron, I've already got 19 videos. Now, of course, my first early access posts were split up like they are on the YouTube channel. Since then, I've started to post, the leagues all in one video. It's a little bit easier, I think, to manage on the patron site. Plus, I know some people get a kick out of having all the games combined into one video. This might be a patron exclusive actually going forward if you want to see my videos all combined into one. I'm just, at least for now, because it's a little bit iffy on how this may or may not mess with my viewer analytics if I dump these, which were already viewed in segments, onto my YouTube channel after the segments are done uploading. But if you're interested in becoming a patron, the main thing I'm offering now, obviously besides the shout out, which I just did, and which I'll continue to do, shout out or read out or show out. I mean, for now I don't have like over 100 patrons or anything, so no reason why I can't shout them all out. But so if you're it's actually early access that I'm offering on my Patreon, and if you're interested at all in supporting the channel, and if you're interested at all in seeing some of my content early, being the first to see it, I've got my new content that's going to be coming up. So just so you all know, my content for this coming week, if I remember correctly, it's going to be Obosh Red again for the Magic Mat channel, and I believe it's going to be my first mono green infect upload for the MHayashi Gaming channel. And of course, becoming a patron will give you early access to videos that'll be uploaded to both channels. Except of course sometimes videos have to be posted perhaps right away for just being like hot off the press type issues. That really hasn't come up yet, but it could theoretically. So that might be a case where where I might not, post something early access first, but for most intents and purposes, planning to post everything that's going to go up early here, both for my Magic Mat and my MHayashi Gaming channel, so 2 for the price of 1. So what I've got coming up for the week after this coming week is, I call it Subtly Genius Merfolk, Mono Blue Subtly Genius Merfolk. So no, I haven't become a I haven't become a narcissist or anything. I just call it that because I'm testing out 2 cards. I'm testing out Subtlety, like the thumbnail would suggest, and I'm testing out Memorial to Genius. So no spoilers. I'm not gonna say how it goes, but I've never got around to testing Memorial to Genius, and well, here you get 2 for the price of 1, seeing me test out 2 cards at once. So like I don't want to give any spoilers, but let's just say that I think the leagues went decently. I think the league went decently well, and I think you will enjoy it. I'm not going to say anything more than that because I don't want to, but I think it's let's put it this way. This is definitely something that that I'm glad I did, and it's going to be something for me to consider going forward. And of course, for the MHayashi Gaming channel, I got some more Mono White Stoneblade content coming up. I did do a number of Mono White Stoneblade content. I think the deck actually evolved in a very interesting way that I hope you'll enjoy watching it evolve. I think I kind of took it from like a pretty consistent sort of 3-2 finish type of deck to I think a pretty consistent 3.5 type finish deck, a decent amount of 4-1s, but still some 3-2s. Still trying to get it there to like the to the 4.5 zone. You can't ever get a deck to like a consistent 5-0. That's like, well, unless you're playing like a deck that's going to get banned imminently or something. But hopefully we can get it to like the consistent 4-0 or 4.50, 4.1 or 4.5 or however you want to, But yeah. Anyway, so that's what's going to be coming up the week following this coming week. So if you want early access, consider becoming a patron. You're all very welcome to do that. But if not, your support, just liking and commenting and subscribing is much appreciated. Definitely smash that like button. That's it's one of the main things that actually really helps this channel. I think whenever, you know, all the people that are hitting the like button, that's really nice. You know, and I should probably remind myself, maybe I should remind my viewers to smash the like button earlier on the video, like this YouTuber named Grand Steven. It's speculated one of the reasons why his channel grew faster is because he always says smash the like button right in the beginning of his videos. Well, anyway, you know, it's neither here nor there. Just hope you all enjoy. Yeah, special thanks to, well, thanks to all of my viewers and supporters. Special thanks to my patrons, including the new ones. And let's get to the rest of the deck tech. Usually I'm going to put these at the end, but since this is a special announcement, putting this one first. All right, take care, everybody. Let's get to the deck tech. Okay, so deck tech with the most recent iteration. So, okay, so what exactly is going on here? So, essentially what's going on here is that I want to try to squeeze Bonecrusher Giants back in. I've really been liking this variation, and I liked having the Pyrite Spellbombs main, and it was great for enabling Delirium, but at the end of the day, that little extra grind, plus the damage prevention, which against like Enchantress could come up, but since you can't get targeted with a Solitary Confinement, it might end up being a wash anyway, or just not that relevant. But like, yeah, so what we really want is we want all of our best hits. We want our Dragon Rage Channeler, we want our Ragavan, we want our Bonecrusher, we want our Seasoned Pyromancer, and yes, we want Fury. I've been loving Fury. You know, originally I didn't. I was, you know, you saw my first draft video. I mean, well, some of you may have seen my first draft video, but it's on my YouTube channel. I was actually hyped for Fury in the beginning. The problem is Fury is a great card, but I mistakenly believed that this would replace Flame Slash. It does not. And if you compare it to Flame Slash, I think Flame Slash is better, okay? I don't think this replaces Flame Slash, but the thing is, Flame Slash is such an amazingly, insanely powerful card in our archetype that even though Fury is not quite as good as Flame Slash, it's still amazing. It's still amazing, because Flame Slash is amazing. And what I didn't consider is that this enables us to basically play like 8 Flame Slashes, and 4 of those Flame Slashes can also be creatures, and they can divide up the damage, even if playing them for 0 cost you pitching a card. But yeah, like Fury is just amazing. Fury fits this Obosh shell, I think, like to a T. It's great at both controlling the early game, helping your early Ragavans and Dragon Rage Channelers get through. It also is just a great late game grind card. Like, you just play it and you just grind through whatever they've got in play. Well, it's also great against control too, because sometimes you can blast Planeswalkers. Sometimes you can blast multiple Planeswalkers, and that's something Flame Slash can never do. So that's definitely a good thing. I feel like I wish they would just reprint Flame Slash, but just also let it hit Planeswalkers. That's totally what they would have done. But yeah, actually, they could just update the templating. Like, why can't this be a creature or Planeswalker? I mean, yeah, like this was back before Planeswalkers were a thing. No, or they were a thing, but this was back when you had to target the player and redirect, so they weren't templated the way they are now. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what else to say other than that. Fury is an excellent card. The trick is you have to play it in addition to Flame Slash and not instead of it. I actually think it's better than Bonecrusher Giant, so for a while I had Pyrite Spellbomb in the main deck instead of Bonecrusher Giant. Actually, originally I had the Pyrite Spellbomb in place of Fury, and then the Bonecrusher here, and this was basically the deck. But then I realized that actually Frederick LeMay, shout out to Frederick LeMay, actually he started me realizing that that Fury was definitely belonged in the deck, because he said, hey, why don't we replace Bonecrusher? And then I did, and I was sold. I was definitely better than Bonecrusher. The only problem is that was it better than Pyrite Spellbomb? Well, that's what we're going to try to find out now, because obviously Pyrite Spellbomb was the most cuttable card out of like Flame Slash. I mean, the greatest hits: Flame Slash, Lightning Bolt, Dragon Rage Channeler, Ragavan, Blood Moon, Bonecrusher Giant, and yes, Hammer Bogardan. Like more and more, I'm realizing this card probably was always nuts in this archetype. Anyway, shout out to Dylan Cruz again for Hammer Bogardan. Like, it looks so janky, but the thing is this card single-handedly solves all your late game problems, all your mana flood. Plus, it's just a serviceable 3-mana, 3 damage burn spell. It helps you control the board early in the game. It's not some gimmicky card draw type effect. It's just a burn spell, but it's so much more because it's also a late game unchecked value. I mean, it's a value engine that goes nuts late in the game. Yeah, Season Pyromancer, Fury. Yeah, I mean, like, out of all these cards, clearly Pyrite Spellbomb seemed most out of place. I mean, yeah, we could try cutting, like, Spikefield Hazard, but, like, this deck really needs 24 lands. And I just like, and the thing is I do want at least 8 instants, ideally, because Bonecrusher doesn't count as an instant in your graveyard, in order to fuel Dragon Rage. I mean, it's going to be harder to enable Delirium without the artifacts, but a lot of times we were enabling Delirium anyway, even when we didn't draw Pyrites. With only 4, we weren't guaranteed to see them. We're just going to hope to get there with land, instant, sorcery, creature, sometimes burning a Blood Moon off the top or something, or discarding it with Season Pyromancer. Maybe we'll get the job done. In any case, yeah. So this let's see how this goes. Obviously, moving the Pyrite Spellbomb into the sideboard, and obviously, I think this card is the pro-red hate of choice that we want. Just because, unlike Kozilek's Return, this synergizes with the deck much more. Kozilek's Return doesn't play particularly well with Ragavan. There's just no, unless you're like trying to time the Monkey Dash, but it definitely doesn't play as well with Ragavan as it did with the old Prowess creatures. Sometimes when you have Delirium, it won't kill your Dragon Rage Channelers, but you can't always count on that. So it doesn't always play the best with a Dragon Rage Channeler either. Yeah, it does play well with Fury and Bonecrusher. It never played that well with Season Pyromancer, so I don't know. Like, honestly, I think Pyrite Spellbomb is definitely where we want to be, for sure. Yeah, plus it also enables Delirium, so like we won't have it in the main deck, but when we bring it in, it'll also be helping to enable Delirium. Yeah, and since we're moving the Spellbombs into the sideboard, I mean, Pillages, we especially now that we have Fury as like a 0 mana, another 0 mana type effect in a way. I think definitely Pillage. We're not as troubled by the clunky aspect of Pillage, but we do need 4 of them because we need sometimes there's a particular artifact or land. Urzasaka Cough. Now, but we got plenty of moon effects that kill those instantly. But yeah, like sometimes there's a type of artifact that we want to have as many answers as possible for. So basically, what we did is we had to trim the 2. We had to trim 2 Ensnaring Bridges and 2 Magus of the Moons in order to make room for the Pyrite Spellbombs. But honestly, I think 2 Magus of the Moon is probably fine. I just want a little extra help against those like Titan decks or against some decks that are particularly vulnerable to moon effects. I don't know that we ever needed the full 8. I do want Blood Moon in the main though, just because it's so much more resilient. It's so much better against like Death Shadow decks because they can't manipulate their life total and they can't just easily lightning bolt it. But I mean, supplementing with 2 Magus of the Moon in the sideboard, it just seems pretty decent to me. I think I was always kind of hung up in the past about wanting to play 4 Magus, 2 Blood Moon, because Magus of the Moon is always better in multiples. But honestly, 2 Magus is fine. Like, there's no rule that says that I can't do it this way. And honestly, I probably should have been thinking about doing it this way the whole time, because just from what I've experienced so far, I think this is a configuration that I can definitely get behind. Definitely feels yeah. Anyway, let's get to the games. Let's see how it goes. And yeah, I'm excited about this. All right.